Broadcasting live from the Meridics via OBS Studio Broadcast Center at Centennial Sportsplex. This is GNASH Hockey on the Middle Tennessee Sports Network. And for the final time in the year of 2023, we say good evening. And we have a big one for you tonight. It is a possible Predators Cup final preview. The second half game we have been waiting on, aside from Franklin MBA. It's Franklin taking on Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb. If the Admirals win tonight, then they'll need to win just one more regular season game next month, and the GNASH Cup will be theirs. The Ice Tigers looking to bounce back from a 6-2 loss to Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill last week, as both teams are already on the ice warming up. And let's go ahead and jump into the results of games this week so far, because we have one game from tonight that is already in the books. Let me pull up Monday's results. Monday, USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Goodpasture beat Independence Ravenwood 2-7-1. Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill beat Father Ryan 3-2. Pope Prep MLK GCA beat Ravenwood 7-2. Summit Page beat Montgomery Bell 7-1 because Hunter Wick got the night off. Tennessee Outlaws beat Hendersonville Beach Gallatin 7-6 in a real back and forth game. And Brentwood beat Station Camp Liberty Creek 6-3. And the first game of the night is in the books. USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Goodpasture beating the Rutherford Rampage 4-1. So here are the standings with that game in the books. First off, Tier 1. Franklin leading at 2-0-1, 2 wins and a tie. Mount Juliet Wilson Central Green Hill second at 2-1-1. Summit Page, actually, yes, it should be Pope above Summit Page because they beat Summit last week, 2-1. Father Ryan 2-2. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb 1-1-1. MBA 0-1-3, and Ravenwood at 0-4. Tier 2, you now have Rutherford, Centennial, and the Outlaws all at 3-1. USN are now 3-3. Brentwood 2-1. Hendersonville Beach Gallatin at 1-2, Station Camp at 1-3, and Independence Ravenwood 2 at 0-4. Rest of the night going on right now on the North Rink in Antioch at Summit Page taking on Ravenwood. That game should be getting close to being over. Got started at 7:30. Game that should be starting by now over on Rink B, Hendersonville Beach Gallatin against Brentwood. Coming up in a few minutes here on Rink A, it's Franklin against Ensworth. And at 9:15 on the North Rink in Antioch, Station Camp Liberty Creek taking on Indy. Let's talk about the two teams playing tonight's game. First up, Franklin, coached by Todd Gross, coming off a 2-2 tie with MBA last week. Actually, let's go over the GNASH Cup standings real quick. Franklin leading with 8 wins and 2 ties. MBA second, 6 wins, 1 loss, 4 ties. Poper at 5-5. They're still in it barely. Father Ryan are out at 5-6. Mount Juliet are out at 4-5-2, and Ravenwood are out at 3-8. Franklin's leading scorer, McLean Butters and Gavin Akers. Butters has 16 points from 11 goals and 5 assists. Akers 16 points from 5 goals and 11 assists. Quinn Lowe's 12 points from 6 goals and 6 assists. Hudson Lowe's 10 points from 8 goals and 2 assists. Brandon Mills and Kel Lewis each have 8 points from 4 goals and 4 assists. Casper Thurston 8 points from 2 goals and 6 assists. Grant Hayes 7 points from 3 goals and 4 assists. Hudson Richards 6 points from 4 goals and 2 assists. Aiden Murphy, 5 points from a goal and 4 assists. Will McCormick, 4 points all from assists. Owen McGrody and Michael Mannion, each with 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Quinn Spencer, 3 points from assists. Hank Hayes, a point from a goal. Chase Wagers, Grayson Butters, and Cole Pointer each have a point from an assist. On to goalie play. Grayson Butters has played in 7 games. His record 5-0-2. He's played 294 minutes. Goals against average of 1.71. 2 shutouts. He's allowed 12 goals on 103 shots, turned away the other 91. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 88. Chad Jansen has played in 3 games, all of which Franklin won, so his record 3-0. He's played 126 minutes. Goals against average of 1.671. Shutout, he's allowed 5 goals and 44 shots, turned away the other 39. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 89. On to Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb, coached by Tim McAllister. Their leading scorer, Ben Salkin, 33 points from 16 goals and 17 assists. Every skater for Nolensville, or Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb, has registered a point. Trex Hooper, 16 points from 11 goals and 5 assists. Justin Nozko, 14 points from 5 goals and 9 assists. Hudson Honeybone, 12 points from 3 goals and 9 assists. JT Borland, 10 points from 6 goals and 4 assists. Henry Cravens, 6 points from 2 goals and 4 assists. Jackson Malleus-Mayer, 5 points from 3 goals and 2 assists. Spencer Kern, 5 points from 2 goals and 3 assists. Grant Rank, 4 points from 2 goals and 2 assists. Will Brothers, Lucas Tarquin, each with 4 points from a goal and 3 assists. And I'm going to have to stop reading that because we're about to get underway here. I'll finish that during the first period break. Grayson Butters in goal for Franklin. Bingston Soundara in goal for Ensworth. The game is underway with Ensworth winning the opening draw. Puck out at center. Ensworth will carry the puck from my left to right for this first period. Franklin my right to left. Here's Quinn Loesch with a steal. Oh, and the puck got away from him as he was maneuvering down the left wing side of the Ensworth zone. The puck got away from him right when he was going to try and go around the back checker Hudson Honeybone. Came on goal. Soundara stops and covers. Draw B to his right as just 14 seconds went off the clock. Ensworth win the draw. Here's Honeybone. Far side of his own zone, passing ahead to Trex Hooper at center. Hooper dumps it into the Franklin zone, puck in the right wing corner. Gavin Akers going to try and carry it out. Quinn Loesch has it at center. Grant Hayes chips it into the Ensworth zone. Whiffing on it in the slot was Akers. Puck coming out to the blue line, and a one-timer from the blue line, and Quinn Loesch misses the net. Both Loesch brothers are out there, Quinn and Hudson. Here's Honeybone. Oh, coughing up the puck, but Grant Hayes gave it right back to him. Puck still in the Ensworth zone in the right wing corner. Justin Nosko sends it around to the near side. It's held into the left point. Hudson Loesch's shot stopped and held on to, gloved and held on to by Bingston Soundara. 12:53 left in the first, and no goals on the board just yet. But Franklin are threatening early. Draw is going to be to the right of Soundara. Won by Franklin. Casper Thurston behind the net. Had the puck taken away. Carried to center by Cam Fowler. Was in the Franklin zone for a moment. Admirals got it out. It's now back in the Franklin end, but immediately cleared out by JT Borland. Now the puck deep in the Franklin zone. Hudson Richards has it, sends it around to the near side boards. And it's going to be carried out by Brandon Mills. And Mills gave it away at center to Spencer Kern. Kern back in the Franklin zone on the right wing side, trying to go to the front of the net. He has to go around the back of it. Gets pushed into the boards. Big battle for the puck on the kick plate next to the left wing corner. Now it goes right into the left wing corner. And the Admirals come up with a puck. They'll bring it out. Hudson Richards backhanding it up the far wall into the Ensworth zone. It's in the right wing corner. Brandon Mills chasing after it. But jumping in front of him to take it was Fowler. Fowler backhands it ahead to center. Knocked off the stick of Spencer Kern. He gets back to it inside the Franklin zone. Whiffs on a shot attempt. The bottom of the right circle. Puts it out in front. Oh, and it hopped over the stick of Will Copeland inside the right circle. Puck out on the far boards. Oh, and a clearing attempt was whiffed on, I think, by Casper Thurston, and then a pass to the slot was stolen. Now here's Thurston, right wing side of the Ensworth zone, but got bumped off the puck from behind by Brandon Bello. Puck out at center. Quinn Spencer with it. Spencer drops it back to David Unger. Unger passes it up the near boards to Brandon Mills. Now McLean Butters, left wing side of the Ensworth zone, goes to the end boards. Puck behind the net. Here's Mills. Now Butters behind the net. Lost it. David Unger trying to get it back on the left wing side. Puck coming up towards the left point, held in by Butters. Tried to fire it to the net, went off, and Ensworth sticking its way down. Nice Tuckers tried to clear, knocked down. David Unger moving to the high slot, a shot just over the net. Soundara got a piece of it with a right arm to make sure it got over. Below the goal line with it is Mills, round the back of the net. Comes out to the right circle, shot stopped by Soundara. Now Mills again shooting, and it's over the net from the right circle. Puck held in at the left point by Unger. He'll backhand it down the wall. Whiffing on the clearing attempt was Jacob Francie. Now the puck comes back to Francie, and he's able to clear. Icing waved off. Spencer will catch up to it. Ensworth changed the line. Spencer on the far wall. Trying to clear it out, knocked down at the left point, but taken aback by Murphy, brought into the Ensworth zone. He got shoulder checked from behind and lost the puck. Will Brothers out at center has the puck taken away. Here's Hudson Loesch. Carries it out to center. Chips it up the far boards. He'll catch up to it inside the Ensworth zone behind the net. Carries it around to the left wing side. Now starts trying to move the other way. He's pressed up against the boards. Michael Mannion jumps in. Will Brothers takes the puck, sends it around the wall to the far side, and unable to keep it alive at the right point was Gavin Akers. He'll have to go retrieve it back in his own zone. Grayson Butters comes out of the net to stop it in the corner to his right. And here goes Akers to center. Akers into the Ensworth zone with a shot from the top of the right circle that's stopped and held onto by Soundara. 9:04 to go in the first period. No goals on the board. Franklin have 5 shots to none for the Ice Tigers. Like I said, if Franklin win this game, they'll need to win just one more game next month to win the GNASH Cup. If Franklin win this game, it officially means that Pope are out of contention, and it would be down to just Franklin and MBA. Draw was to the left of Soundara, won by Ensworth. Trex Hooper dumps the puck into the Franklin zone from just behind the Admirals' blue line. Here's Cole Pointer out at center, gets spun around on a little bump from Justin Nozko, and the puck was brought over the line by Will McCormick, but Pointer slid over the line and didn't realize he was offside, and then he touched up the puck. Draw will be on the dot across from the Ensworth bench, right in front of the bleachers. Won by Ensworth. Here's Spencer Kern. Kern, right wing side of the Franklin zone. Is it taken away, but it's held into the right point. Nozko with it now. Justin Nozko carries it into the right wing corner. Now Hudson Loesch will carry it to center. Loesch brings it into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Tried to drop it back for Pointer. Pointer sends it back down. Hudson Loesch. Pass across, hopped off went under the stick blade of Houston Vale. Then tries to pass it back out to the blue line, but nobody on a black sweater was where he was sending it to. Trex Hooper with a soft little shot from the left wing boards of the Franklin zone, turned away quite calmly by Grayson Butters, and that's the first shot on goal for the Ice Tigers. Gavin Akers carries the puck to center. Back into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Akers trying to go to the slot. Puck knocked off his stick by Cam Fowler. Jacob Francie tries to clear, held into the blue line by Grant Hayes. He sent it over to the far side where it was cleared out by Jax Dooner. But here come Franklin again. Grant Hayes, right wing side of the Ensworth zone. A shot stopped by Soundara. Rebound stopped by Soundara by Cale Lewis with a right leg pad. Here's Quinn Loesch in the right wing corner. Puts the puck out in front. Hayes leaving it. He tried to backhand it over to Lewis, but it came on goal and had to be smacked away by Soundara. Puck sent back into the Franklin zone. Hudson Richards immediately passes it up the far side back into the Ensworth end, where it's immediately cleared out by Henry Oser. Josh Yurievich ends up firing the puck out of play from inside his own zone, trying to bank it off the near glass. 6:54 to go in the first. No goals on the board. As Bingston Soundara is keeping this Ensworth team in the game for the moment. Draw will be to the left of Grayson Butters. Won by Franklin. Here's Cale Lewis. Sending it up the boards into the Ensworth zone. And Hudson Honeybone will carry it out. He's now on the Franklin end on the left wing side. And the puck taken away and cleared. Cale Lewis grabs it at center. Lewis on a breakaway in the Ensworth zone. In front of backhander. And it was wide. Actually, no. They put it up on the board. Soundara got a piece of it to send it wide. Puck carried to center by Nozko. Poked off his stick. Franklin get it back. It's sent back into the Ensworth zone, but it'll be caught up to by Henry Cravens. Cravens fires it out to center. It hit David Unger in the right leg, came back in, but a couple of his teammates had to get back on side. Here is Honeybone, right wing side of the Franklin zone, taking a shot. Score! Bottom of the right circle. Hudson Honeybone fires it into the back of the net, actually the right-hand side of the net for what is his first point of the second half, and Ensworth, on just their second shot on goal of the game, have a 1-0 lead with 6 minutes to go in the first. Is this the first time this season Franklin have trailed in a game? It may be. Draw one by Franklin, and a little backhanded flick from Casper Thurston was calmly redirected on goal by Brandon Mills, and Soundara stops and covers. Draw will be to his right. Draw one by Franklin. Casper Thurston puts it in front. McLean Butters, a one-timer. Missed the net to the left of Soundara, who then runs into the post and dislodges the net. So they'll drop the puck to his left. Draw one by Franklin. Gavin Akers fires it down the wall from the right point. Puck behind the net. Here is looking at the wrong one. Spencer Kern carrying it into the Franklin zone and it taken away. Puck was out at center. It's brought back into the Franklin zone on the left wing side by Cam Fowler. And then he's taken off it. Hudson Loesch at center. Gets past the red line. Fires it into the Franklin zone. Into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Puck in the left wing corner. Now Casper Thurston with it. Lost it. Logan Green cleared it out. Hudson Loesch with it again at center. And here goes Gavin Akers. Akers back into the Ensworth zone. Trying to go to the slot. He got tripped. He got pulled down. Trying to maneuver around defenders, and he got brought down by Brandon Bello. Let's see what the call is. Tripping. So Franklin get the first power play of the game, down 1-0 with 4:37 to go in the first. Draw is going to be to the right of Soundara. Draw is won by Franklin, but given away and cleared out by Hudson Honeybone. Gavin Akers will track it down inside his own zone, passes across to the far side, and Casper Thurston, who gives back to Akers. Akers skates to center, into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side, takes a bump from Justin Nosko, stops in the left wing corner, falls to his knees, backhands the puck back into the left wing corner, trying to get it to McLean Butters, but it comes to, I think, Henry Cravens. He was able to clear it out. Thurston catches up to it deep inside his own zone. Trying to pass it up the far side, but nobody in a black sweater was there, and it's icing. 77 seconds left on the power play. 3:55 to go in the first. 1-0 Ensworth. Draw is going to be to the left of Grayson Butters. Ooh, draw one by Ensworth, and I think a shot from Jack Studer had to be turned away by Butters. Yeah, it was. Came right to him off the draw, and he snapped off a one-timer. That would have been a disastrous shorthanded goal for Franklin to give up. Now here's Hudson Loesch carrying the puck to center into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Stops, spins around. Tried to pass it up top, but I don't think Brandon Mills anticipated the pass. Now here's Cam Fowler back into the Franklin zone with a shot that's blocked away by Butters. Under a minute left, well under a minute left in the power play for the Admirals. Here's Gavin Akers. Back into the Ensworth zone, making his way to the high slot. A shot hit Grant Hayes in front and went into the right wing corner. Puck smacked to the other end of the rink by the Ice Tigers. 30 seconds left on the power play for Franklin. Hudson Loesch chipped it behind his own net, trying to pass it back to Akers, but it ends up being stolen by Ensworth, and a pass out in front Went all the way to the blue line. It's held in and shot past the net from the left half wall by Trex Hooper. So Franklin giving up a short-handed chance inside their own zone. Here's Michael Mannion back in the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Penalty time against Ensworth is up. They're back at even strength. Puck on the far boards. Justin Nosco will clear it. This is on goal, and Grayson Butters has to stop it. Here's Quinn Spencer. Carrying it to center, had the puck knocked off his stick for a moment. Manages to pass it ahead to Mannion, who softly sends it back into the Ensworth zone, but now it's carried out and brought back into the Franklin end by Brandon Bello. Hudson Richards trying to chip it up the near boards. Picked up and carried to center by Mannion. Hudson Richards now brings it back into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Pass across, a shot from Mills, and a nice save by Bingston Soundara, diving out to tip it past the net. Puck held in, right point, Quinn Spencer, a shot blocked, I think. I think it hit his own man. No, it was saved by Soundara. I thought it hit Owen McGroarty in front. Puck brought back into the Franklin zone, taken away and cleared out by the Admirals, but McGroarty misplays it. That's canceled out by Richards. Richards brings it back into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Gets the front end, a backhander. Stopped by Soundara. And the net got dislodged at the left-hand post, and that's why the whistle blows. 1:27 to go. 87 seconds left in the first to 1-0 Ensworth. Draw is going to be to the right of Soundara. Actually, it should be to his left. No, it's going to be to his right. It's won by Franklin. Owen McGroarty trying to go to the front of the net. That's right, it's Will McCormick. His shot blocked, and the slot shot score. Cole Pointer. Will McCormick's shot from the right circle was blocked. Came to Cole Pointer in the slot, and he's able to fire it into the bottom corner on the right-hand side of the net. And the game is tied at 1 with 76 seconds to go in the first. So on their 12th shot on goal, the Admirals finally get on the board. Draw is won by Franklin. Hudson Loesch carries to center. Into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Gets off a shot that misses the net just to the left of Soundara. Here's Loesch again on the right wing side. Puck knocked off his stick. Cleared out by Cam Fowler. We're inside the final minute of the first. Loesch backhands it across to the far side of his own zone. The Ice Tigers looking to set up. Puck comes up to the left point. It's JT Borland, I think. Yes, it is. Borland, a shot. Stopped by Grayson Butters. Rebound. He's got it covered. Borland had a shot. Either Butters stopped it or somebody blocked it in front. I think it was Cam Fowler who had a really good chance to maybe backhand to the rebound and give Ensworth the lead back. Butters keeps it out. 37.1 seconds left in the first game, tied at 1. Draws to the right of Butters. Draw was won by Ensworth. Franklin tried to get it out. It was just held into the blue line by Borland. Under 30 seconds left of the period. Puck down in the right wing corner. Passed out to the blue line. Trex Hooper shot blocked. Here's Spencer Kern. Going around the inboards behind the net. Starts moving back over towards the left wing side. There's a big battle for the puck in the left wing corner, and time is going to run out on the first. Hudson Honeybone gave Ensworth the lead with just 6 minutes left in the first. And then Cole Pointer scored on a rebound late. And Franklin and Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb are tied at 1 at the end of 1. So let me finish off the reading the rest of these Ensworth stats. Jacob Francie, 4 points from assists. Jack Stooner, 3 points from 2 goals and an assist. Henry Oser and Logan Green, each with 3 points from a goal and 2 assists. Charlie Bonert, 3 points from assists. Brendan Bello, 2 points from goals. Thatcher Borden, 2 points from a goal and an assist. Cam Fowler, a point from a goal. Will Copeland, Reese Avery, and Heath Hewdy all have a point from an assist. Moving on to goalie play, Ruben Allen has played in 7 games. His record 5-1-1. He's played 294 minutes. Goals against average of 3.57. 1 shutout. He's allowed 25 goals on 134 shots. Turned away the other 109. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 81. And Bingston Soundara coming into tonight had played 3 games, all of which Ensworth won, so his record 3-0, played 126 minutes. Goals against average of 0.33. 1 shutout. He'd allowed 1 goal. Now he's allowed 2 on 37 shots. Turned away the other 36. His save percentage in the regular season so far is 97. But again, that is before the start of tonight's game. Grayson Butter still in goal for Franklin. Bingston Soundara still in goal for Ensworth. For the second period, Franklin will carry the puck from my left to right, and Ensworth from my right to left. Draw was won by Ensworth to start things off. They get it into the Franklin zone. Hudson Loesch has it on the far side. Drops it behind the net for Gavin Akers. Akers. Diagonal cross-ice forward pass to Quinn Loesch. Cale Lewis will backhand it into the Ensworth zone. Loesch with it, left wing side. A shot went across the front of the net. And Gavin Akers tried to hold the puck in. Ensworth took it away and cleared it out. Puck in the Franklin zone. Hudson Loesch trying to clear, and he's got it. Cleared it to center, but it's sent back in by Honeybone, Hudson Honeybone. Gavin Akers gets pressed into the boards behind his own net by Jackson Malleus-Mayer. Now here's Hudson Loesch. Handing it off to big brother Quinn. Banks it off the near kick plate back into the Ensworth zone, but this is an icing as it goes past the net. And that took the first 56 seconds off the clock in the second. 13:04 to go, 1-1. Draw is going to be to the left of Grayson Butters. Draw is won by Franklin. Casper Thurston on the near side. Taps the puck over to McLean Butters, who left it behind him for a moment, able to bring it out. Now here's Thurston, right wing side of the Ensworth zone. Takes a shot. I think it was blocked. I don't think it ever got to Soundara. Now the puck behind the net, and there was a shot turned away by Soundara from Thurston. Back come Ensworth. JT Borland pressed into the boards on the right wing side by Quinn Spencer as he crossed the Franklin blue line. Spencer flicks it ahead. Puck was held in by Borland and slapped down low. Stolen by Spencer and cleared. Borland with it again at center. Decides to shoot it over the net from in front of the blue line, but one of his teammates is offside. And they finally blow the whistle. And there's Jax Dooner who was offside. So it's going to be a face-off at center. Yeah, face-off at center. The puck went below the goal line. Draw on the dot right in front of the Ensworth bench. 12:21 left in the second. Game tied at 1. Draw in by Ensworth, sent into the Franklin zone, but immediately cleared out, and Michael Mannion dumps it into the Ensworth end. Mannion passing it up to the left point. Quinn Spencer a shot. I don't know if that was turned away by Soundara, if it went off a stick in front. Puck is behind the net. Here's Mannion. Passing it out up top to the right point. David Unger trying to send it to the front of the net. And it came down to Thurston, and his shot was turned away by Soundara from right in front. Now Owen McGorty passing it off to Mannion. Drops it up top to the left point. And Spencer across to Unger. Moves down the right wing a bit. Takes a shot. Stopped by Soundara. And the rebound will be carried out by Trex Hooper. Hooper stops in the Franklin zone. Passes it off. High slot. Justin does go to the net. Shot. Score. Hooper found Nozco crossing the blue line. Nozco carried it down the slot. Got right to the front of the net and fired it in. and it's 2-1 Ensworth with 11:19 to go in the second. Draw is won by Ensworth. Franklin take the puck away. Here's Josh Urievich just inside his own zone on the far side. Passes ahead to Will McCormick. Houston Vale dumps the puck back into the Ensworth zone. Oh, and the puck was passed up to the left point to Urievich, and it just went over the blue line, and he brought it back in offside. Draw is won by Ensworth. Here, is that Henry Cravens? Yes, it was. Cravens shooting and missing from the right circle of the Franklin zone. Puck held in the left point, Honeybone, and his shot goes past the net. Here's Hudson Richards. Backhanding up the far boards, and now Will McCormick has it at center. McCormick tried to bring it into the Ensworth zone, and it hit the skates of the defender in front of him. Cole Pointer has the Franklin goal, dumps it back into the Ensworth zone. It's behind the net. Now here come the Ice Tigers. Honeybone into the Franklin zone on the right wing side. Sends the puck into the right wing corner, catches up to it behind the net. Stops, puts it out in front, and it goes off the stick of Will Copeland. Now it comes back in front. Copeland, shot, score! Copeland right in front, flips the puck into the air, and it goes into the back of the net. And Ensworth have a 3-1 lead on Franklin with 9:52 to go in the second. Draw one by Franklin. Here's Quinn Loesch into the Ensworth zone. Shot gloved and held onto from the left wing side by Bingston Soundara. Draws to the right of Soundara. Won by Ensworth. And the puck was jabbed off an Ensworth stick at the end wall, came to the front of the net, and Soundara stops and covers. Draw will be to his left. Uh-oh, here's a chance for Jack Stooner, but Hudson Loesch stays with him and takes the puck off of him just inside the Franklin zone. Loesch to center. Into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Behind the net, pushed into the boards. Puck sent around to the far side, held in Loesch. Loesch with a shot. Was blocked. Here is Cale Lewis on the left wing side. Tried to pass across, but he put it right into the skates of, I'm not sure who that is just yet. Oh, it was Logan Green, and now Ensworth have the puck at center. Now the puck back in the Franklin zone deep. Hudson Loesch sends it around to the wall to the far side. Quinn Loesch had to go off his stick and slow down. He was trying to deflect it out. It was held in by Spencer Kern at the right point. Sent down low. Hudson Loesch has it in the right wing corner. Loesch trying to pass ahead to Cale Lewis at the Ensworth blue line. It's intercepted and sent back into the Franklin zone. Loesch at the inboards. Hudson Loesch trying to pass it over to Gavin Akers. Now Quinn Loesch backhands it up the boards. Got knocked down. And the puck was sent back into the Franklin zone by Henry Oser. Now the puck on the far wall, carried out by Gavin Akers. Puck knocked away. Trex Hooper, right wing side of the Franklin zone. A Soft little line drive shot, gloved and then dropped by Butters so play could continue. Akers carries to center. Akers into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Knocked off his stick, and Quinn Loesch couldn't keep the puck alive. Here's Jackson Malleus-Mayer. Puck jabbed off his stick as he crossed the Franklin blue line. Now McLean Butters trying to pass ahead to Hudson Loesch. Hit the skates of, I think, Grant Rank. Puck ends up back in the Franklin zone. Here's Ensworth zone. Kel Lewis behind the net. Puts it out in front. It's going to be held in for the blue line by Quinn Spencer, but a whistle before he took the shot as the net got dislodged. 7:15 to go in the second. 3-1 Ensworth. Draw be to the left of Soundara. Puck out on the far wall. Brought out by Hudson Honeybone. He's in the Franklin zone on the right wing side. Honeybone gets pushed into the boards. Now McLean Butters with the puck. Passing up the far wall. Brandon Mills had it poked off his stick at center. Hudson Richards runs into Logan Green and falls down. Green's much smaller than him. About a head and a half shorter. Now the puck out in front of the Ensworth net and shot wide by Casper Thurston. Puck held in the left point. Quinn Spencer passes down the wall to the left wing side, and a shot from Mills turned away by Soundara. Puck comes out to the right circle, and a one-timer from Richards is turned away by Soundara. Quinn Spencer, a one-timer from the left point off a stick and over the net. Stays in play. Puck passed up to the right point. Richards couldn't keep it alive. He has it at center now. Richards backhands it back into the Ensworth zone from the far wall. Soundara plays it. And here come the Ice Tigers. Henry Cravens into the Franklin zone, gets pushed into the boards. Here's Hudson Richards. Richards passes up the far side. Brandon Mills had it poked off his stick. McLean Butters almost giving it away. Held in by Casper Thurston, and he shoots it wide from the boards. Puck held in at the left point by Hudson Richards. Comes down low and trying to drop back pass in front for Thurston was Brandon Mills, and Ensworth come up with a puck and they'll ice it. 5:24 to go in the second. 3-1 Ensworth. Draws to the right of Soundara. Nope, they're going to move it over to the left. And that's correct because the icing was initiated from his left. Draw one by Franklin and shot past the net from the right circle. Hudson Loesch, left wing corner. And here's a shot from Owen McGroarty in the left circle, blocked away by Soundara. Casper Thurston trying to send it to the net. It went off a Ensworth stick over to the near side. Puck brought back, offside into the Franklin zone. I think Reese Avery stepped over the line before Spencer Kern brought it in. 4:53 to go in the second. 3-1 Ensworth. Draw is on the dot across from the Ensworth bench in front of the bleachers. One by Franklin. Gavin Akers trying to pass ahead, but he whiffed on it. Brandon Bello with a steal. Bello with Akers on top of him, tried to go below the goal line behind the net, but Akers forced him off the puck. Aiden Murphy at center had the puck go off his stick right to JT Borland, who brings it back into the Franklin zone on the right wing side. Pass the side, Brandon Bello, a shot. Stopped and held on to by Grayson Butters. Oh, boy, that could have been disastrous for Franklin, but Butters comes up big. Draw's going to be to Butters' right. One by Franklin. Here's Gavin Akers. Battling with Justin Nosco in the right wing corner of the Franklin zone. And the puck's going to be carried out by Hudson Loesch. Hudson Loesch into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Taking a shot. Knocked down by the glove of Soundara, and he covers. 4:18 to go in the second. 3-1 Ensworth. Draw is going to be to the left of Soundara. Puck comes up to the left point. Hudson Loesch holds it in. Tried to send it to the front of the net. Went off a stick and over. And now here comes, I think it's Trex Hooper with a shot that's off the glove of Grayson Butters and past the Franklin net. And I tried to put the puck out in front. Held in top of the left circle. Hudson Honeyboat shot. Oh, he hit the crossbar. He was so close to his second goal of the game. They are running Franklin ragged. Hudson Loesch carries it into the Ensworth zone, and the puck taken off him. And Ensworth ended up icing the puck. 3:22 left in the second. Still 3-1 Ice Tigers. They've got Franklin on the ropes right now. They've had a couple of really good chances. And Hudson Honeybone just a few seconds ago ringing one off the crossbar. Draws to the right of Soundara. Draw in by Franklin. Josh Yurievich trying to pass it down the left wing wall. It's intercepted and carried out. Spencer Kern into the Franklin zone on the right wing side. Pushed into the boards. Here's Jack Stooner. Backhanding it out in front. Oh, and it's just tapped wide to the left of Butters by Cam Fowler. Fowler gets knocked down in the inboards. Puck is behind the net. And there's a big hit by Hudson Richards on Fowler, and he's going to go to the box for it. Holding on Richards. So Ensworth get their first power play of the game, up 3-1 with 2:52 to go in the second. Draw is won by Franklin, and Owen McGroarty fires it. No, sorry, it's Gavin Akers firing it to the other end of the rink. Here go Ensworth. Justin Nosco into the Franklin zone on the left wing side. Puck poked off his stick. Puck comes back to Hudson Honeybone on the left point. He's moving down the left wing. Now here is Trex Hooper below the goal line. Passing it back to Honeybone, who's now below the goal line. Trying to put it out in front. Goes off a stick, comes up to Henry Cravens. Pass across is a one-timer, deflected past the net. That one-timer was initiated by JT Borland. Puck comes back up to the left point, and Cravens moves away from Thurston. Passes out to the center point, and Honeybone over to the right circle. And Borland, who tried to pass to the slot that was broken up. Borland behind the net. Backhands it up to Cravens. Over to Honeybone. Honeybone passes to space on the far side, and Borland, under a minute left in the power play for Ensworth. Here's Honeybone, shot mount high, knocked down by the stick of Akers, who's going to shoot it to the other end of the rink. Soundara out to play it. JT Borland smacks it away from McLean Butters, who was right behind him. Now the puck carried back into the Ensworth or Franklin zone and dropped back. Now there's Gavin Akers in the left wing corner. Spencer Kern jumps in. Akers pushes him into the boards. Backhands the puck up the near side, held in and sent back down low by Borland. Here's Kern. 15 seconds left of the power play. Kern Left circle, shot one across the front of the net. Puck out on the far boards. Jacob Francie holds it in. Sends it down low to the right wing corner, Trex Hooper. Sends it around to the near side, and Kern. Last minute of the second. Penalty time against Franklin. Is up there back and even straight. Puck out in front, but went under the stick blade of Kern. But Franklin couldn't get it out. There's a shot from Cam Fowler just above the left circle. Stopped and held on to by Grayson Butters. 46.3 seconds left in the second. It is 3-1. Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb draws to the right of Butters. Big battle for the puck in the left wing corner. It comes loose to Aiden Murphy. Murphy trying to get it out. And it's out at center. Cam Fowler had it poked away, but he got it back. Trex Hooper takes a bump under 30 seconds left of the period. Puck out on the far side at center. Now it's back in the Franklin zone. Quinn Spencer passes over to Richards. Richards passing up the near side to Owen McGroarty. Aiden Murphy will smack it into the Ensworth zone. Oh, and a big hit in the right wing corner by Michael Mannion. Oh, and then Owen McGroarty with a big hit on Cam Fowler after the whistle. Michael Mannion with a big hit on Jacob Francie. He's going to go to the box for that, and then McGroarty delivered the hit on Fowler after the whistle. And I would not be surprised if there were two men in the box for Franklin. Mannion's going in. I don't know what the call is. Is it a 2 and a 10? The ref never gave a signal. I guess I'll go look in the scorekeeper box because we only have 6.9 seconds left of the period. 3-1 Ensworth. They're on the power play, I think, for the second time in the game. They were on the power play earlier in the period. Draw's going to be to the right of Grayson Butters. Draw one by Ensworth, but the puck goes all the way through center back into their zone, and that's it for the second. Judd Tanazko and Will Copeland with the goals for Ensworth in this second period, and the Ice Tigers have a 3-1 lead on Franklin at the end of two. Grayson Butters still in goal for Franklin. Bingston Soundara still in goal for Ensworth. Ensworth with a minute 53 of power play time carrying over to this third. They're carrying the puck from my left to right for this third period. Franklin from my right to left. Michael Mannion in the box for boarding, a 2 and a 10. And that's not great for Franklin because that's one of their best players off the ice for a while. Puck dropped back by JT Borland, but nobody was there. Here's Bingston Soundara passing it up the far side to Henry Cravens, who drops it down low. Catches back up to it in his own right wing corner. Now here is JT Borland, left wing side of the Franklin zone. A shot stopped in on to by Grayson Butters. Then one of the Ensworth players tried to poke it over the line and say they scored, but the whistle had blown far before that, or long before that. 72 seconds left in the power play. 13-18 to go in the game. Still 3-1 Ensworth. Draw was to the right of Grayson Butters. Franklin come up with it and clear. 1 minute left in the power play for Ensworth. Puck sent to the front of the Franklin net, was broken up. Actually went off the left leg pad of Butters. Sent to the other end of the rink. Here's a shot in the slot, and Trex Hooper turned away by Grayson Butters. Summit beat Ravenwood 4-0. Ravenwood have lost 5 in a row, and they might end up being the Preds Cup 8 seed as Franklin are able to once again clear the puck out. Spencer Kern, penalty time against Franklin is up. They're back at even strength. Spencer Kern carries the puck into the Franklin zone. A soft shot from right in front of the blue line, stopped and covered up by Butters, but he got hit crossing the line. Is that going to be a penalty? Lewis going to the box. What's the penalty? Give me a signal. We got both refs and one of the linesmen talking. Elbowing, okay. So elbowing the call. So Ensworth returned to the power play up 3-1 with 12 minutes to go. It really looks like they're going to win this one, folks, because Franklin are not handling this well. Franklin are finally going up against a team with as much depth as them, and they're taking a beating. And Todd Gross knows it too. He will not mince words with his team. Even if they come back and win this game or even tie it, he will not mince words. Franklin able to clear the puck off the draw. Here's Hudson Honeybone carrying it out of his own zone, passing ahead to Cam Fowler. Fowler into the Franklin zone on the right wing side, turns around, had the puck taken away and cleared by Grant Hayes. Here's Henry Cravens. Cravens out to center. Brings it into the Franklin zone once again. Puck taken away and actually came up to Cam Fowler at the right point, and he shot it across the front of the net. Hudson Loesch whips it around the boards to the near side. Goes all the way back into the Ensworth zone. Soundara flips it ahead, knocked down by Henry Cravens, and it poked off his stick. And McLean Butters with a shot that stopped and held on to by Soundara right as he got back in his crease. .62 seconds left of the power play. 11:02 to go in the game. Still 3-1 Ensworth. Draw is going to be to the right of Soundara. Ensworth short a man. They only have 4. They need 5. Jacob Francie will jump off the bench and join in. Franklin win the draw. Puck over on the far side. Jacob Francie with it. Under a minute left in the power play for Ensworth. Franklin take the puck away, send it back into the Ensworth zone. Now here's Jackson Malleus-Mayer, left wing side of the Franklin end. Drops it back, Trex Hooper, passes off JT Borland. Try to go to the slot, hit the stick of Justin Nosko. Into the right wing corner it goes. And a clearing attempt hit the netting above the glass. 32 seconds left of the power play. 10:32 to go in the game. 3-1, Ensworth. Draw is going to be to the left of Grayson Butters. It's won by Ensworth and a shot from the right circle, and Nosko stopped it onto by Butters. And the puck again ends up going into the netting above the glass off of Franklin's stick. This time the stick of Richards. Just 16 seconds left in the power play for Ensworth. Draw is going to be to the right of Butters. Won by Franklin. They try and clear. Held in at the left point. Oh, and then taken away. And now on a breakaway with it is Brandon Mills. In the slot in front of backhander score. JT Borland misplayed the puck right at the Franklin blue line. Brandon Mills took off down the ice, got to the front of the net. Soundara dove out for maybe a poke check, and Mills carried the puck past him and backhands it home. A shorty for Franklin, a massive goal, and it's 3-2 Ensworth with 10:03 to go and just 3 seconds left on the man advantage for the Ice Tigers. That's the first mistake. That's the first big mistake Ensworth have made all night. Draw one by Ensworth. Penalty time against Franklin is up. They're back at even strength. Puck behind their net. Ensworth with it. Passed out to the high slot, and a shot stopped off the right leg pad of Butters. That shot coming, I think, from Heath Hudie. Now the puck back in the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Caught up to by Henry Cravens. Cravens carries to center. Passes off Trex Hooper. Hooper into the Franklin zone. Sends it to the front of the net. Turned away by Grayson Butters. Puck in the left wing corner. Hudie battling with, I think it's Hudson Loesch. Will McCormick comes up with the puck as it poked away. Stolen by Honeybone inside the Franklin zone with a shot that just misses to the left of Butters. Here's Loesch, Hudson Loesch. Carrying the puck through center. Back into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Around the back of the net. Comes out to the right wing side, falls over. Puck taken out by Brandon Bello. Bello off to Will Copeland. Copeland, who stands to have the game winner at the moment, offside. Spencer Kern went over the blue line before Copeland brought the puck in. 8:50 left, 3-2 Ensworth. As JT Borland says, my bad to Bingston Soundara for the miscue that led to the Brandon Mills goal just over a minute ago. Draw's going to be on the dot in front of the Franklin bench. They win the draw. Here's Quinn Loesch, left wing side of the Ensworth zone. Tried to push the puck around. Quinn Spencer could not do it. Spencer fell over in front of Loesch, and Loesch was looking at the ref like, you can't call me for that. I didn't touch him. And the ref said, yeah, you didn't touch him. Here's Quinn Loesch, left point. Passes it down the left wing. Grayson Butters back to the slot. Loesch a one-timer. I think Soundara got a piece of it as it went past the net. Here's a shot from the right point that misses the net. That was off the stick of Akers. And passing it up the boards to Hudson Loesch. Had it hop over his stick and out. Akers. Pass is intercepted by Jack Stooner, but offside against Ensworth as Cam Fowler desperately tried to fling himself out of the Franklin zone, but not in time. And then he slid over to the far boards and almost went head first into him. And Quinn Loesch was the first person to come over and check and make sure he was all right. 8:16 to go, still 3-2 Ensworth is Franklin's top dogs. Having a decent shift there. Draw's going to be in front of their bench. Draw one by Franklin. Puck dumped into the Ensworth zone. It's in the right wing corner. It's out on the far boards. Now Justin Nosko brings it into the Franklin zone, puts it in front. Oh, smacked away by Butters. I think it was Grant Rank who was coming towards him. Yes, it was Rank. Butters came out, played the puck, and swept it over to his right-hand side, which was the far side in this case, where the bleachers are. Puck behind the net. Here's Hudson Richards trying to clear. It's held in on the far side by Jackson Malleus-Mayer. Justin Nosko with it, but he has it stolen by Richards. Puck back in the Ensworth end, but smacked out by Francie. And it's iced. 7:26 to go, still 3-2. Ensworth. Draw's going to be to the right of Soundara. Draw to the right of Soundara. One by Franklin. Shot from Murphy. Stopped and covered up by Soundara. Clean win by McGroarty, and then Murphy with a shot. Soundara makes the save. Draw will be to his right again. Draw one by Franklin, but turned right over to Ensworth. Here is Hudson Honeybone. Far side of his own zone. Behind his own net. Passes over to the far side, and Henry Cravens, who passes ahead to Brandon Bello. Try to go across to Will Copeland, who, again, at the moment, stands to have the game winner unless Franklin tie it up. Puck was loose at center, picked up by Aiden Murphy, and he had a shot that hit Honeybone and dribbles to the front of the net, stopped and covered up by Soundara. I think it would have gone wide. 6:56 to go in the game, still 3-2. Ensworth. Draw will be to the left of Soundara. Looked like Franklin won the draw, taken away by Ensworth. JT Borland out at center. And Franklin get the puck back. It's back in the Ensworth zone. Spencer Kern trying to clear it out. He brings it out. Passes to the far side. JT Borland. Borland left wing side of the Franklin zone. Borland stops behind the net, puts it out in front, but it's intercepted and carried out by Brandon Mills. Mills into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Stops. Passes into open space. McLean Butters makes it off the net. Oh, and then a shot from Thurston. Hit the right bicep of Soundara and went past the net. The puck glanced off the outside of the net. Bottom bar on the outside of the right-hand side of the net came right in front to Thurston, and his shot was stopped by Soundara. Big battle for the puck at the left point. McLean Butters with it, falls over trying to get past Will Brothers. Quick attempt intercepted. Gavin Akers, a shot turned away by Soundara. Butters behind the net. Drops it back to the left wing corner. Cam Fowler wants to clear. And it off the stick of Hudson Lotion out. He couldn't keep it alive. He brings it back in from center. Ensworth caught in a line change, and a shot from Loesch misses the net. I'm not sure if Soundara, he did get a piece of it. Just got a piece of it with a glove. Here's Hudson Loesch again. Loesch goes below the goal line, pushed into the boards by Henry Cravens in the left wing corner. McLean Butters with a loose puck. Wants to put it out in front, passes it off to Loesch. Loesch puts it out in front. Brandon Mills, a one-timer turned away. Point blank by Soundara. Puck out at center. Gavin Akers has it. I guess it didn't hit Soundara. They haven't put the shot up on the board. Here is Hudson Loesch back into the Ensworth zone. Stops on the right wing side, moves back towards the blue line, backhands it down the wall, intercepted by Hudson Honeybone, tries to clear. Gavin Akers dropped his stick trying to keep it alive. Now it's back in the Franklin zone, picked up by Butters. Butters banks it off the near boards back into the Ensworth zone, intercepted and carried out by Henry Cravens. But now here's Brandon Mills back in the Ensworth zone. Slap shot from the left circle off the glove of Soundara and past the net. Shot in the right point, hit the stick of Grant Hayes. Hayes with a backhander, that just missed to the right of Soundara. Puck held in at the left point. Here is Henry Cravens taking it and carrying it back into the Franklin zone on the right wing side. A shot missed the net to the left of Grayson Butters. Puck on the left wing corner. Here's Gavin Akers passing ahead to Quinn Loesch at center. Loesch into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Loesch trying to go to the front of the net. A shot stopped by Soundara. The rebound is behind the net. Here's Cale Lewis out on the far side. Trying to pass the slot. Broken up by the stick of Trex Hooper. Hooper with a puck on the far side at center. Shoots it on goal from center. Gloved and dropped by Grayson Butters. Puck of the inboards of the Franklin zone. Ensworth with it. It's behind the net. McLean Butters picks it up. Banks it off the far boards. It's out at center. Now here's Trex Hooper bringing it back into the Franklin zone, but gave it right to Cale Lewis. Here's Hudson Richards at center. Richards chips it into the Ensworth zone. Puck deep. Richards behind the net. Now it comes around to the near side. Henry Oser with it. And he'll clear it. Too slow for an icing. Grayson Butters out to play it. Trex Hooper took it away. And he shot it off the outside of the left-hand side of the net. And the puck taken back by Jax Dooner inside the Franklin zone, but then he loses it to Casper Thureson. Thureson back into the Ensworth zone on the right wing side. Flips it through the air into the netting above the glass. 2:48 to go, still 3-2 Ensworth. Franklin picking up steam, looking for the game-tying goal. I believe Mannion is still in the box at this point. He took the penalty with 6.9 seconds left in the second. He got a 2 and a 10 for boarding if you're just tuning in. Draw one by Franklin. Hudson Loesch brings it into the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. A shot stopped by Soundara off, I think, his left leg pad and hopped right over the net. Here's Spencer Kern behind his own net. Going to end up icing it. Draw's going to be to Soundara's right. Ensworth with a puck off the draw. Here's Jax Dooner. Sending it up the far boards into the Franklin zone. Hudson Loesch beats Logan Green to the puck. When will Todd Gross call Grayson Butters to the bench, if at all? Here's Loesch, right wing side of the Ensworth zone. Goes below the goal line into the right wing corner. Passes up to the right point, Casper Thureson. Butters is watching. Puck out in front. Here's McLean Butters. Now Brandon Mills passing up to the left point, Loesch. Gavin Akers spins away from Logan Green. Akers goes down the left wing side. Comes out with a shot off the glove of Soundara. Puck out on the far boards. Jax Dooner tried to clear it. It's held in. Hudson Loesch. He almost gave it away, but then he gets it back. Loesch, top of the right circle. Shot gloved and held on to by Soundara as Butters is on the bench. Butters on the bench with 88 seconds to go. Franklin are going to use their timeout. (3-2) Ensworth. Timeout done. Draws to the left of Soundara. The net is empty for Franklin. So they have 6 skaters on the ice. They win the draw, but turn it right over to Ensworth. Justin Nosko drops it behind the net. Hudson Richards with it, trying to put it out in front, but he gives it away. Clearing attempt knocked down by Gavin Akers. Akers backhands it into the shins of Nosko. He gets it back, passes out to the blue line. Hudson Loesch. Loesch gets around Jackson Mallory. Spinner takes a shot that's stopped by Soundara, and he's got it covered. Hudson Richards was hovering right over him. 20 seconds went off the clock. 68 seconds to go. Draw's going to be to Soundara's right again. Ensworth win the draw, drop it to the end boards. Big tap for the puck. Last minute of the game. Brandon Mills with it now. Behind the net, passes out to the far wall. Gavin Akers will keep it in at the right point and fire it back down low. Hudson Richards gets to it. Below the goal line. Puck knocked away from him to the near boards, and it's out at center. Gavin Akers has it. Akers. Now Richards in the Ensworth zone on the left wing side. Back into the slot, and a backhanded shot from McLean Butters with his back to the net. Stopped by Soundara. 30 seconds left. Puck up to the left point. Richards. Pass across Loesch. Hudson Loesch trying to backhand it down the wall. Intercepted and cleared. Iced by Trex Hooper with 18.7 seconds left. Draw will be to Soundara's left. Can Franklin find the game-tying goal, or will Ensworth hold them off? Draw one by Ensworth. They try and clear. Held in Gavin Akers over to Hudson Loesch. Couldn't keep it in his stick. Battles for the puck. Manages to send it down the wall under 10 seconds left. Brandon Mills puts it in front. Casper Thurston shoots it over the net, into the netting above the glass, and out of play it goes. It never touched an Ensworth stick. .7 seconds left. Draw one by Franklin. Puck dumped into the Ensworth zone. It's at the end boards. Time runs out. Ensworth beat Franklin. Franklin lose for the first time this year and drop the gift that NBA gave them on Monday night. From the drubbing they took when they gave Hunterwick the night off. They drop it and break it. Ensworth win 3-2. What a fabulous, fabulous result for the Ice Tigers. The biggest win in the history of that three-school co-op. And we have a three-way tie at the top of Tier 1 in the second half. Franklin, Ensworth, and Mount Juliet are all 2-1-1. And Pope are somehow still in the GNASH Cup race, but hanging on by a thread. We still have 3 teams in it. And Franklin still have to play Pope, by the way. Franklin have to play Mount Juliet, Pope, and Summit when we come back in January. Wow. What a game and what a win for Ensworth. So the goal scorers in this one, Franklin's goals were scored by Cole Pointer and Brandon Mills. Ensworth's goals were scored by Hudson Honeybone, Justin Nosko, and Will Copeland had the winner. But the player of the game is Bingston Soundara, making 31 saves on 33 shots. Grayson Butters made 16 on 19. Grayson Butters made 16 saves on 19 shots, and he was out of the net for the last 88 seconds of the game. Franklin Luce for the first time this year. They are now 8-1-2 in the GNASH Cup race, still 2 points ahead of NBA, and now they have to win 2 games. Now they have to win 2 games. They're 4 points away from the GNASH Cup instead of just 2. The fight goes on, and Poper's still in it. Barely still in it, but still in it. Wow. My goodness. Wow, wow, wow. So we have man alive. No, wait. Summit are at the top of Tier 1 because they're 3-1. Summit are at the top of Tier 1 now in the second half. Holy God, fight for second. For the second straight year, are we going to have one team win the GNASH Cup and the other be the 1 seed for the Preds Cup? That'd be crazy. Wow. That would be absolutely nuts. We have new blood atop GNASH, folks, and new blood atop GNASH is always a good thing. So 3 games in the books this evening. I think the Hendersonville-Brentwood game should be done by now. 3 games in the books this evening. USNBA Nashville Christian FRA Goodpasture beat Rutherford Rampage 4-1. Summit Page beat Ravenwood 4-0. And just now, Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb beat Franklin 3-2. So here are the standings with those 3 games in the books. Top Tier 1 in the second half at 3-1. Franklin, Mount Juliet, Wilson Central, Green Hill, and Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb are all 2-1-1. Pope Prep MLK GCA are at 2-1. Father Ryan at 2-2. MBA at 0-1-3. And Ravenwood are at 0-4. Tier 2, Rutherford, Centennial, and the Outlaws all 3-1. USN now 3-3. USN only have 1 game left. They probably won't play again until the next to last week of January, which will probably be the last week of the regular season. Brentwood 2-1, Hendersonville 1-2. Again, that game probably over by now. I don't know a result. Station Camp Liberty Creek 1-3. Independence Ravenwood 2-0-4. They're playing each other right now, and will be playing each other until I guess just past 9:30 out at Antioch. So that's it for GNASH hockey in the calendar year of 2023, and we are done. Season will resume on January 8th, Monday, January 8th, with the playing of the senior game out in Bellevue. I don't know if I'm going to do that. It's late in the year, and typically the kids who said that they'd play in that game, they're kind of hockeyed out by that point. So the regular season should resume on Wednesday, January 10th. We don't have a schedule yet. I don't know when we'll have a schedule for it, but we'll be back in January to resume the 2023-2024 GNASH season. After tonight, we only have 22 games left in the entire regular season, but I imagine because we're starting off with a senior game, we're probably going to have to play a couple of Friday nights because Monday the 15th is MLK Day, and, of course, the weekend tournaments there go from Saturday to Monday. Now, they could probably have one game if they have a couple of teams that either have no travel players at all or their travel players stay in town. But we'll see. We'll see. Well, it's hard to believe, but that's it. That is GNASH hockey done in 2023, and what a year. The incredible Predators Cup final where Robbie Simonik backstopped Mount Juliet into overtime, but Zach Egley scores the winner for Ravenwood. Centennial beat USN to win the Hein Cup. Ravenwood win the GNASH Cup on the final night of the regular season, and the final game of the regular season. And then fast forward to the start of this year. Brentwood fall into Tier 2 mid-season. Ravenwood are struggling. Mount Juliet are struggling. MBA are banking on a goalie to stay near the top. Franklin have a great team. Ensworth have a great team. Summit have a great team. What a 2023 in GNASH hockey. And you were with me the whole time. And I thank you all so much for being with me. I want to wish you all the happiest of holiday seasons. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, whatever you celebrate. And I hope you have a Happy New Year too. I'm Michael Hackney. Thank you all so much for listening to GNASH hockey in the calendar year of 2023. Our final score tonight, Ensworth-Nolensville-Lipscomb 3, Franklin 2. The GNASH Cup fight is well and truly on. We'll see you in 2024. Good night from Centennial.